identify yourself and the company that you represent whenever you want. You can do that in Spanish. Good evening. I would like to congratulate Real Madrid. We fought quite hard today, quite well, and our tactical mistakes didn't allow us to take the leap in the match and being above on the score. And in general, I'm not very unhappy with our match. But we were giving away a lot, and if you give away a lot to Real Madrid, it's really difficult to win here. 17 fouls for us is too little. We have to have a lot more fouls, and we have to be a lot tougher, and we were not taught today, and that's why we lost basically. Questions? Over here. For Planeta CV coach, you talk about tactical mistakes. I don't know if the physical problems, there were some problems, especially in the defense. Was that an issue as well? Well, I think the physical part, our players are not playing more minutes than Real Madrid, so I don't think it was the physical issue. Another question over here. Alejandro Lopez from El Español. After what point the second quarter from Rudy started the match? Thank you. Well, there were also many mistakes from our side. If you leave players like Rudy to leave from Brooks, it's with easily, with no contact. Rudy's in a great moment in physical shape. When we knew that when we came to the match, he's scoring a lot, and he did that in the last few matches. So we were not really tough on him, and we should not let these people play basketball in an easy way, because he's gonna get you. And today there were many 3-pointers, something that we were able to defend a lot better at home. But Rudy scored 5, Trey 3, and many mistakes from our side. But especially what is important for me is this 17 fouls. You have 4 fouls per quarter, and you should use them a lot better. And 88 points is very difficult for us to come here and to score more than 88 points. It's really difficult. Any further questions? Okay, thank you. Hello, if you're ready, we'll start with assessment from Mas from Pablo Lasso and then questions for the coach. Okay, well, first of all, to congratulate the team for the win. I think it was a match. Zalgiris is our team that is not quitting any position, and I think we had a good first half. And Rodi opened the match, but we were controlling those situations. They had 3 pointers that allowed them to stay in the match, and the Cadicius been on the field that played quite well, especially in the first half, and then on the second half, especially the third quarter, we managed to dominate and to open the difference in the score. I'm happy about the win. If you see the assessment from the match, the evaluations 107-76. So I think we control the match quite well in general. And I'm happy knowing that maybe we're missing a bit more to break it even more and being more calm. But the feeling that using different defenses, we were able to control their attack independently of how wide they were defensively. And offensively, we were patient enough to find the best situations. So I'm very happy with the win to try and rest because we had quite a move to Christmas, and on Sunday we have a very difficult match here in Madrid against the Estudiantes. We start a set of questions, please. Name and company do you represent? Over there, the first one, I'm Fernando Real Madrid Television. Pablo, good evening, congratulations for the win. How is the team taking advantage of Rudy Fernandez being in great physical shape, not just today, but in the last few weeks? I always say that all players are really important for us. And if we put it in Rudy, no one questioned how important he is for us, independently of that you ask about him now because of how much he has scored. The team looked for him. He read quite well how to attack situations of pick and roll, block exits, and these are situations that you see in the match where you can get an advantage. And Rudy was quite smart, especially in the first half. I think his work in the second half was wonderful, and he was not so brilliant from a defensive point of view. Therefore, I'm happy because people, not just him, but the rest of the team is blocked and every day. And there's always one player that comes up, no matter that Rudy has been scoring a lot from 3-pointers for 3 matches. Good evening, Pablo Faustino from El País. Congratulations for the win. I would like to ask, with this claustrophobic calendar and so many matches, do you get a perspective what you're doing 13 consecutive win, the record with this format of the competition? We're talking about another of your records from a few years ago. So do you get time to stop and think about all that? Well, not a lot. I'll have time to look at that. Right now we're going to try and rest, and probably we'll start thinking about Estudiantes quite quickly on Sunday. We will not think a lot because on Monday we go to Moscow to play 2 matches in a row and then Vasconia's. So if this would finish on Vasconia's day, but then it continues, so it's really difficult to value that, to assess that. The fact that on the EU-League we were able to get a streak that was quite good and wins with different ways, different points, home, away, and that says volumes about the team. And we have a very good parts of different players, something that punished us, which was the injured players that we are having. But I think that speaks volumes about the strength of the team, adapting to situations. We saw 3 big ones playing, changing in defensive, playing in zone, and the tactics in this aspect probably helps a lot on each match, but without the energy of everyone, we were not able to do that. Tactics can solve a bit of a problem, but not the big one. And in that sense, the streak of victories, of wins, says that the team is working properly. Hello, Pablo Lucas Garcia for Radio Nacional. I would like to ask about the value of this win, not just another match, but Zalgiris won in the first leg and here last year, and to manage all different times, 3 teams away, EU-League, derby. What does it mean to win Zalgiris today? Well, this Zalgiris thing, kind of sort of speak, is kind of funny for me, and I'm going to explain. Last match they win here, it was nothing for us, and it was important for them to get in, and they won, in. So for Real Madrid to lose and that to be news says a lot about us. But I would also say that in the last 6 or 7 years, I don't know what our record is against Zalgiris. You can look it up because I don't know about it. We won 11 on a row, and you ask about the last two ones, but you don't ask about the previous 11. So that's it. It's another match for the EuroLeague, a regular league, and I'm not giving more importance. I think in the last match in Kaunas, they were quite well. We controlled the game, but they fought it to the end and they won. And like another match in the EuroLeague, like any other match, like when you play against Barcelona or CSK or Spirit, is not more important than that. What I think it's important is that the team keeps on being focused on what the work we need to do is, and that's what is important for me, and not what happens with Zalgiris, which is a peculiar situation because so far it was mentioned before. Last year match, which I understand people talked about it because it was the last one we lost here, and I'm happy because this is news, and that means that we're doing things properly. Last two questions, Carlos Sanchez on the Madrid. With this that we were talking about, I'd like to ask about that. 31 matches, if we consider two from the Super Cup, winning here in the Palace consecutively. That is that all teams miss in a given day, but you have not. And if normal things is in Europe to lose soon, I've been saying that, and you laugh when I tell that in the press conference. You say we won 13 in a row, and I say we are closer to lose, and that's unavoidable. I don't think, and I tell that at the beginning of the season when we had 7 or 8 consecutive wins, I said we are not going to win all matches in the year. It was Chicago Warriors. They won 73 and they lost 10, and they lost 10, and that's normal, and I'm happy with the results we have. But for me, with its worrisome is what I'm concerned about is for the team to keep on winning, to keep on improving, no matter we win or lose. I'm not silly, and I say that I'd rather win. But what I value a lot is for the people at the Palace that support us a lot. We have amazing fans in good moments and bad moments. And I hope that they value those wins as well. And they just come into the Palace and see that Real Madrid wins, and that's normal. We may lose, but the team works and people values that, and I'm really proud of it, of the support we have from the public and the work from the kids. Alejandro Lopez from El Español. Mine is a chest pass direct. In 3 months, Rudy is 35 years old, and in 1 quarter he scores 17. So what's the adjective that you find when you want to define Rudy? It's kind of difficult to find an adjective because I think we're talking about one of the greatest players in basketball at the European level and the Spain level, and to provide an adjective to that is really difficult. I always say that Rudy is talent. Sometimes you look at talent on a scoring, and Rudy is able to do many things in the field, and probably is one of the great Spanish players from all times. And he keeps on proving that, and he's able to do things like he did today, and he has scored 17 in 1 quarter, and that says wonders about him. But I'm not surprised, of course. I'm not surprised because I see him every day. Okay, thank you and good evening.